はいどうも皆さん、こんにちは、こんばんは。KT ゲームズのKuriboです。ということで NBA2K マイキャリアやっていきましょう。この前の試合入ったけん負けたんかなまあいいや。今日は3打戦ですね。参りましょう。さあこの前は負けちゃったんで、今度は勝たせていただきたい。たまには演出を見てみる。そして俺が最後かーいそして私ぴょんぴょんぴょん。まあいいサムネイルが作れたと思うサムネイル作るのがめんどくさいっていうサンダースの7番の人のバッシュどこのN やけんニューバランスかなんか
The NBA being so much about entertainment, Kenny. If you had to choose the best showman,
悪いシュートでしかない。
Who would you pick? Ooh, the best showman with style and charisma. Steph Curry. Yeah, he'd be right up there, wouldn't he? LeBron.
リバウンドを取ってあげなかったからね今。
Giannis is a showman, but he's by grit,
中央突破。
hardened, and maybe some days I
would go with that as well. The one thing that the one reason that I have a little concern with Steph is we haven't those other like LeBron doesn't have to have a great team. You know, he can make a team great. That's the one difference with him. I think Giannis can do that.
He made that team great before Kevin Durant got there.
うわ入るんか今の。すげえ。すげえな今の。
That's my concern. We've seen. I'm with you. Giannis has done that. LeBron has done that. Steph's a showman in his current existence, and Luka without a doubt.
All-time showman. Here's Junior after the made shot.
あやべえ落車ー。おった人。
And they're pushing it up. Beasley passes to Paul. Over McCollum. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Passes it to Jerome. And the wide open shot from Paul.
うわーマジか。
Down the three ball.
やば。
Got five.
また点差離されてきたね。いや論外。それは論外すぎる。
Greg Popovich, the Spurs coach, Kenny, has talked about how the three-point shot is ruining the game. What do you say when you hear that?
俺
Well, he's a participant of that.
やばいなぁ。2連敗は避けたい。
I think overall, yes, because people now take bad threes over good twos.
さあいきなり7点差になったわけで。
Have worse shot recognition.
I think they took bad twos just as much as they take bad threes.
あやべ嘘。
I'd never forget
今のは
what
俺の
college
せいよ。
coach said. I had a teammate took a shot. It was a bad shot, and I got on him about it. And coach looked at me and he said, "Hey, you don't yell at our shooting guard." He said, "I never met a player that took a shot he wasn't trying to make."
OK。
And that stood with me because you are like you don't
Nice
shoot it
boss.
to miss, but that doesn't mean it's a good shot.
Right. A volume
まあまだ
shooter
序盤よ。
Lillard, awfully effective.
20何点差離されてるわけじゃね
McCollum against Gilgeous Alexander. Back to Paul. Pass to
え。
Jerome.
やべ。 ごめん、全然見てなかった自分のマーク。もう中で突っ込んでくると思ってからずーっと中に引き寄せられてたわ今。入らんのかーい。
Adams has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. You know, every player has that moment when they know it's their last season in the league. The body tells them, the mind probably leads them in that direction. Did you know, Kenny, when it was time to retire?
入らんのかーい。入らんな。
Give it up. No, your body, right?
Oh, my body.
Yeah.
やべ。
That was one reason, but then
やばいな。
there's a
点
play
差。
in basketball when you get a steal, you take a picture back and see who's chasing you. And when you realize when you're young, guys don't chase you. They have that body language, they're not coming after you. But when you turn around and they all have that body language like they're coming after you, it's time to retire.
フリーなんだったんだけど今の。
Being more of a defensive player, I never forget. It was a loose ball, like at half court. That was like 5-6 feet from it.
来たんじゃないかね。
And I
よ
looked at it and I
し。
said to myself, "Can I get that?"
今2か。
By the time I processed it,
スリーだと思ってた。
True story, because I
Oh,
knew
really?
time to hang him up, baby.
わお。
How old were you?
わお。
34.
You know
33,
who
34?
the real guy made me retire?
Who?
Darryl Armstrong. It was a preseason
ナイス
game.
パス。
I was
あ
and this guy full pressure me, and I couldn't really bring the ball. I couldn't bring the
Couldn't
ball.
get
Up.
by.
I couldn't bring it up. I couldn't bring it up. I had to let somebody else bring the ball up. He was pressuring me. I was like, it's time.
あ。やべ、マジか。
Catching up
無
on
理
the
か。
changes for Portland.
あ、なんか18番同士親近感湧くな。
His onion goes in for Carmelo Anthony. Hardaway is
Ah!
for McCollum.
やばい、もう10点差なんだけど。これはまずいね。
Last season, the G League testing a single shot
パス
free
くれ
throw
ないの
rule
かーい。
to keep things up. One shot
入らんのかーい。
more than 1 point. Any thoughts?
No, I don't like that.
Okay.
Because I'm fouling you because you can't shoot. It's a lot of times. So
リバウンド
you got to get 2 for 2. And,
やばいぞこれ、本当に。
Because the game is stopped. There's
失
no
態
defense
も
in front of you. You're at the free throw line. It's only 15 feet away. Come on, Shaq. I mean, come on, guys. Like, you can make a free throw.
No, but I think the other thing, for philosophically, you really changed the game, right? Because
外したか。おいし。
make one and miss one.
よし、3、3。
And you up
9
2,
点差。
now it's 3. So now if you say I only got to make one to get 2,
果敢にす。あーあーあーあーあーあ
This even, Greg.
ー。や
End
ん
of the game.
まだ10
And you
まだ
need to
2
miss
桁か。
one and make
Yeah,
one.
that's
So
gone.
instead of getting the 2
こういう
points,
時は俺も
you actually want to only make one because you're down 3.
迫力がない。
You gotta miss the second on purpose to try to- No.
迫力がね
aggressive guy. Like I do like to see how we can have the game evolve, but I do also want to make sure we keep the strategy in the game.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
To the paint. And Junior throws it down.
And there it's all about getting inside
自分
positioning. As soon as Junior has it,
ほぼ俺の得点やないか。
And here is Gilgeous Alexander. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota.
止めたい。
It was an unselfish night
Nice.
for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
6 to shoot. They get it again. Pass to Bost.
いやー、すまん。
Tips it up. And
Ah!
Adams on the follow. Adams has got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets
無理。
from inside the paint now.
So timeout called here. The first for Portland.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just
飛び込んでくれんかったな、今。
That's basic
ルーズボール。
basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too
動きすぎたか俺さては。さっそうと変えられたんだけど。
Something from your era that is always
あ、やば、17点差か。やば。
Make for defenders.
昨日の二の舞やないかい。
I actually, our series with Greg is the reason there's no hand checking. Because Derek Harper
There was so much.
he was so aggressive.
マジか、マジか。
I
危ね
always。felt that was a guy. Man, first of all, he was big and strong, and when he put that hand on you, it felt good, didn't it, kid? You like that? He liked that. He
You could
was-
feel it, right? That's what
you
you're
could
saying.
feel
You
it.
could feel
And he
it.
could literally guide you where he wanted you to go.
Without question.
Anthony is out there
16
with
点
Junior.
差。
Then there's McCollum, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
やべえ、入ったー、すまねえ。20点差はマジで致命傷なんだよな。
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Trent. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer.
最悪、俺が最後ボール持っとったけバイオレーションになった俺のせいで。俺の評価が下がった。
Paul left side.
ここ止めたいな。
Here's the lob to the hoop. And it's Noel missing.
こっちじゃない？いや、取れたっしょ今俺。
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Portland's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And there are a lot of questions on the best way, guys, to develop talent in the NBA. Kenny, would you restructure youth basketball in the U.S.?
Many fans think that the G League could supplant college hoops. I think I would restructure it in this way, and it has nothing to do with the players. I would just make sure that
まだまだ落ち着け落ち着け。
are coaches. Meaning, to get a driver's
いやー、ごめん
license,
よ。
you have to learn to drive.
どっち？
To
OK、
get
マイボ
any。kind of thing, you need a license to do it. You don't need a license to be a coach. No, you gotta be a licensed to coach like that.
And not to mention, this is still a business. So I'd rather have the impact of what the college game brings because now
いやー、
start
入ったら
coming
奇
into
跡。
our game. You think about when Magic and Bird came in. They were big stars because they have played in the most watched game ever. Right? There's still a
いや、どっちついときゃいいんだよ俺は。一体。
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, DA. He is strong.
16
Thanks for that
点
report.
差。
And Oklahoma City making a change here.
何かしら変えないとダメだな。
Paul for three.
誰やねん。フリーにさしたの誰やねん。
And it's Portland the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same
入ったら嬉しいけど。
defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
They just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the
どっち
defensive
どっ
end of the
ち。
floor.
Baseline
なんで
drive.
なんでお前に押されるのかがよくわからんけど。
As much as I thought they would tonight.
ナイスシュ
With the bucket.
Great focus from Lillard after getting hit.
14点差。
And
見えてきた。
Alexander's got the ball here
多
from
少。
Oklahoma City. They led by as many as 18 points. Paul outside.
これ、
Adams finds Paul.
うわー、くそ。
His third make brings him to
今の
3
抑え
for
たか
8 in
った
this game.
な。
Some guys in this league have a good flow.
もうシュート打つの分かってたもんな、あれ。
Fluid, high, accurate.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Nurkic, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for McCollum. And that
よし。
one's good, Jr.
スティックシュートが入った。
Has been bright spots. Otherwise,
やった結構嬉しい。
Great to have you on the show as always. You gotta come back soon.
まあ
Promise us
まあ
you'll
まあ
come
まあ
back
まあ
soon.
まあまあまあ
Coming
まあ
back next week.
まあまあまあまあ3点シュートになるよりマシやったかな。
Down here, it's more room, man. I can't wait to be here. More air, everything.
まだ
man.
15点差かこれで。
And C-Web, what can you say? Kenny Smith never one to pull any punches when he's talking about basketball or anything for that matter.
Yeah, definitely. And he was such an integral piece to those Hakeem Olajuwon
よ
championship
し
teams there.
待って36点中20点俺の得点なん取ってなさすぎではこのチーム
Right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he
どっ
just
ち
didn't settle for the
マイボー
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession waste.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard finds Collins. Back to Lillard. Here's the three. And again,
ナイス
Trailblazers from deep.
見えてきた背中10点差10点差
There's 39 seconds.
レイカーズ戦よりマシよまだ
Schroeder against Lillard. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander.
うわーまあ
Gilgeous-Alexander's got his third basket of the night right there. Lillard against Schroeder. Lillard the pass to Junior.
落ち着け
Lillard left side. Inside. Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Wow, I love everything Junior was doing tonight, playing with intensity and getting big buckets.
And it's sent back by Lillard.
あーまあ10点差10点差10点差10点差ハーフナイスナイスナイス
Heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So
焦る
coming right at
す
them.
ごい焦る
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second
まあ
half.
10点差ならまだある3-3本2-5本じゃあ2-5本とか聞くとなんか遠く感じるわ
Played through the first half. Plenty of basketball though left in this one. You
顔が
look at Junior in this
顔
one.
がすごい
He's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to
あ
operate.
頭なくなかったかお前
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
All fueled
いや
up
リバウンド
Gatorade for the second half of basketball.
リバウンド頼んますわ
So for Oklahoma City right now. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And then there's Steve
Yes.
Adams. And it's Jerome.
Yes,
and it's
lucky.
the small forward.
それはでかい
Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more
9点差
role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions. to
一桁
win.
に乗りました
So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
せっかく一桁に乗せてあげたのに また11点差じゃないか
Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions,
やばい
that give you some
やばい
protection, but obviously that can
やばい
also
一桁が
shoot the basketball. And you,
10
I
点
think
差か
it's critical
まあ
having
まあ
that
まあ
instant
まあまあまあ
offense guy coming
誰
off
のお
the
かげで
bench
点
as
取れてる
well
の
to
っていう話をねさせていただき
keep
たい
in a bit of a funk. Somebody you can
今日は
trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
いやうまい
Drops. Paul's got 9.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
あーまたファールか
Two free throws coming out.
ファールもらいすぎ
Not backing down
ファールもらいすぎ問題
physical defense. Junior embraces taking on these challenges.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And typically not this
3点シュート
reliable
欲しい
at the
な
line, but tonight he's been terrific.
かといってななんか型変えるのもな
Pass
今
to Baisley.
結構今日中に入れてんだよな
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And Adams kicks to Paul.
うわ入るんかマジか今の
And that's now 11 points for Chris Paul.
And a good read right there by Paul. Great at carving out space close to the rim. Captain.
またか
Team Greg needs that one enforcer, that one guy.
これ俺退場選手出せるんじゃねえか
In one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the
30 点
second
か
dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real
40点いけるのでは
physical, but maybe he
いや
crosses
そんなこと言わず50点いや
throws
無理やな
sneaky elbow
50
here
点
and
はまた
there,
夢の夢
commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
And he
Ah!
deuce.
いいシュートチェック出たけんまあ
They're
よしとしよ
beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
う入れうわー
On
も
the shot, he'll shoot two
うもうこれの繰り返しやないかい
And the
しかも外したし。やべ、外しちゃった。やば、11点差のまんまや。しかももうボーナスやし、もう全部ファールフリースローやんこれで。いやー、それ今取ってほしかったな。ごめんごめん。いやー、まあしゃあない。スリー打つと中に入れねえんだよな。入ったわ。入ったわ。でかい今の10点差か。あるよ。俺を変えるな。今俺を変えるな。この絶好調な俺を今変えるなよ。頼むから変えないでくれ。今ならなんか今日いけそうな気がする。結構いいとこまで変えやがったー。何点差？あれ？2桁じゃん。1桁か。8点差？やばい、危ねえ中。俺か。
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And of course, we'd all like
to
see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And the basket by McCollum.
7点差。よしよしよしよしよしよしよしよし。見えてきたよ、7点差は。大逆転勝利あるよ今日。やべ。危ねえ。まあ3点シュートにならなかっただけマシ。そして俺のディフェンスがざる。9点差はまだ1桁で、まあって感じするな。マジか、緑外したんだけど。やべえ、11点差。俺が入った途端また崩れてきたな。入るぞ、どんどん入るぞ今日。よしよしよしよしよしよし。
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Thunder leading by 7. Over to the wing.
やば。
Here's Boss.
外してくれることにな。ああ。くそ、10点差かまた。いや、これで俺は8点差にしとく。もうノーガードの殴り合いやな。あ、くそ、やべ。せめてジャンプしてくれよ、怖いじゃないか。さあ8点差。8点差。合ってないような点差。普通4本あるな。アシストはどうせ相手だからあんま見たくない。
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for
Yes.
joining us. They've got Trevor Ariza, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with McCollum.
5点差。
And it's Junior.
一気に縮まってきたな。
That's the group on the floor for Portland.
惜しい、どっち。どんまい。どんまい。ナイスカット。
Anthony is checked in for the Trailblazers. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. How about that?
リラード、早く出てこいや。てめえがおらんと始まらんぞ。
Defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
5 on the clock. Here's Schroeder.
いやー今いやカーメロが絶対今のはあれだろう、行くべきだろう。
Passes to Adams. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. To the right side. Jerome. The Thunder keep it going. A new 14.
よっしゃー、無理やり取ったぜ。
Shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. アントニー finds McCollum. Now Junior. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Hardaway.
お、うまい、うまい、ナイス。2点差、2点差。あるぞ、あるぞ、マジで、マジである。
Alexander passes to Adams. And here's Schroeder. Launches a three.
うわー、スリーか。また5点差か。あー、パスくるんか。
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Junior. To the middle. Here's Anthony.
よしよしよし、シューティングファウル。
On that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
OK、3点差。ここを止めたい。ここは全力で止めたい。
Especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence.
いつの間にかリラードが出てるし。
Something left to offer.
Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by
ナイス、ナイス、ナイス、ナイス。いってらっしゃい。
And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
いいとこ取り。
Forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick
1点差。
posts up this year.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Jerome. Pass to Schroeder.
やべ。
Lillard comes with the double team.
大丈夫なはず。
Jerome, no good.
Even though he's going ice cold, he keeps shooting. And it's late enough in the game for him to recognize
お前じゃない。
there's some better options.
Adams against Nurkic.
まあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあ。
With the foul.
What I love about
よし。
he's got grit
同点。
and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
Good side.
逆転。
He's getting to the line a lot here in the second half, putting pressure on the deep.
Paul's checked in for the Thunder. The pass to Adams. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous.
あ、俺が得意なやつ。
Two free throws coming.
まあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあ。
It goes on.
一歩外せ。
CJ McCollum.
一歩外せ。一歩外せ。ブー。一歩外せ。これ俺いつまで出れるんだろうな。このまま出しといていただきたいんだが、さすがに。
But Greg, last season he went from good to great.
なぜそっちに下がったバカ。ナイスナイス。カウントワンスローナイス。ナイス。
The free throw drops for Lillard.
いやー今のはでけえな。これ3で逆転しかないもんな。今2で同点だからこれで。
Passes it to Jerome.
やべ。
And oh boy.
いやーいや悪い。今のは俺が悪かった。今のは俺が飛んだのが悪かった。
And the first one at the line
ま
is
あ
good.
全部入れたとしても同点。
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Trailblazers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row.
こうやって逆転するんよ。
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back
into this game.
There's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise.
ファウルゲームあるな。
And Adams kicks to Paul. Shoots over Lillard. He
入るんかい。
one off the back.
入るんかい。
Down it falls. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. Time call.
入るんか今の。
Blazers decide to talk it over.
In a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
And now, let's take a look at the new balance player of the game, Steven Adams.
なぜ僕じゃないんだい。僕でしょ、どう考えても。同点なら本拠地ですし、しかも。
Not just in terms of the second chances those rebounds create, but also for the example it sets.
Here's Junior.
まあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあ。これ50点いくな、俺今日。
And he makes the first.
やっべやっべ外した外したやべえ。いやいやこのブロックないっす。でかすぎる。外すんかい。しかもこの俺の記念すべき50点が外すんかい。あ、やめとこう。3点差はでけえな。ナイス。やべ、分かった。ジャンボジャンボジャンボ。勝てるんじゃねえかこのジャンプボール。
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Here's Junior.
あ、これフリースロー2本入れば。まず1本。きたー50点5点差。
So it's the Thunder now. It's a 5-point game. Gilgeous Alexander against McCollum.
100点中50点俺なのか。おもろいな。
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Paul.
リバウンドは任せた。
The Thunder with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 5. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
いいね。
Making a GA look all
もう勝ちじゃないか。怪しいな。でもまだまだ怪しいな。スリーとか決められて結構怪しいぞ。
Adams against Nurkic. They get a hand on it.
惜しい。ハッスルプレイが。
Side wing. Jerome. Here's Baisley.
まあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあまあ。そう焦らず行きましょう。あ、リッキーいてきた。あ、やべえ、やらかした。あぶねえ。ナイス。ラッキー。ラッキー。いやー、いい試合しとる今日。ほぼ俺の点やけど。半分でしょだってチームの。
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He said, "I love how we're shooting.
やばい、面取られとるけど。
You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable.
バカ。
If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin."
5点差。いやー、ファウルゲームあるな。来た。いやー、入らんか、3。入ったらでかすぎるけど。うわ、やべえ。やべえ、3点差。これは俺がダンクをしに行くしかない。うわわわわ、マジか、マジかマジか。カットされるんか、それ。 これ止めんとな、マジで止めんといいか。うわーこの秒数で1点差はやべえ。いや、これ入る。おー、まさかこれオーバータイムあるか。いや、今有利なのはうちやん。ボーナス配当権。あー、ファウルゲームか。やばい、危ねえ。やばい、外した、やべえ、外した。外したはず。マジか、リバウンドー。何点差 ?2 点差か。ゆっくり行こうせ。
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Pocket 6. Anthony trying to get open. Nurkic can't hit.
うわ、いいとこでタイムアウト取ったな。いや、どっち狙ってくるんやろ。3か2、どっちなんやろうな。悩ましい。最警戒は3。で、多分最警戒はポールのジョージさん。ジョージじゃねえわこいつ。クリス・ポールだったわ。よし。ファウルしに行ったけど時間なかったねよーしよーし、すんごいファン増えたな過去最多得点。いや、いい試合した。上がるわ。おー、いい感じにシュート上がったな今日。ディフェンスもいいね。上がったいいね、完璧だね今日の試合。いい試合だったよ。ヒーローインタビュー的なのはやっぱこのゲームからなくなってんのかな演出なんかオフかなんかあるんかなこれ。おビーツのイベントがあったんや。へえ。まあ、お金はもらいに行きます。お金はもらいに行きます。まあ、ギリギリかけててよかったな。よかった。次は、ニックス戦ですね。ということで、今回この辺で終えたいと思います。さよなら。